That's funny. I don't even. I think I like drowned out half of your voice note because I was just laughing at the message. I'll play it back. But yeah, I don't know, man. It depends. It depends because I've always been. I think they call it like secular thinking to an extent, where like for me, it's tricky, man, because I really care about the truth. I really want the truth to be my top value. Where like I don't want to believe anything that ain't real. So I was slow with it. I didn't like. I was listening to Traums, yeah, for ages, yeah, and it literally took me like 3 years of slowly unwiring my fucking cognitive dissonance and shit, and taking more and more trips where I could actually, I could open my mind, and then slowly I could take more of it on board, yeah. But for example, when I first heard about the chakras, yeah, I didn't just go with it, yeah. I was like, I was trying to be all scientific about it. Like now I understand it's beyond that in a way, but I was like searching up on YouTube and shit when I was like 15, like, are chakras real? And like looking at like scientists like trying to prove whether or not there are actually any physical chakras or whether or not you can debunk it. And I was always on the fence about it, man. About because I've definitely had mad synchronicity. But for me, it's like I tend to realize shit. Like I have one insight that leads to another insight, and then loads and loads of insight, and it's like a snowball. And then I'm literally like cannot believe what's happening eventually because it's like everything just happens all at once, and I'm like completely getting just downloads pummeled to me, and that's synchronicity in my experience. Um, I've fucking been teleporting around and shit on some high doses. But yeah, in terms of the recurring numbers, like even that I was on the fence of for a while with uh same similar nature to the chakras as I was slow with it because like now I understand the chakras, right? I get that. I get that. I don't need a scientist to prove if they're physically there or not because it's not about that because a lot of it is about like how you believe in a way. Like you are the placebo, Illuminati Congo says in a way. Uh, like if you can believe and be completely convinced like that chakras are real, then they become real for you, type thing. In some ways, probably the same issue with synchronicity. Synchronicity. But yeah, I mean, I can understand. I haven't done an awful lot of study, or I need to do a lot more meditation and that, but I can intuit. The chakra system makes sense to me. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't need to go into the full nature of that. But yeah, fuck knows, man. It's me. Yeah, the recurring number thing for me. I don't know if that ever really hit the nail on the head for me. Exactly. To be fair, in my experience, like, because people around me, like often when I'm with Quintessence or Katie, she'll point it out in that, and like me, I have this overly skeptical where like. But it is, yeah, yeah. It's about what I was saying earlier. Like, I really want to care about the truth. Yeah, I don't want to believe anything that's bollocks. But so I want that to be my highest value. But sometimes, like, survival agenda clouds the truth. Like, who's got time for the truth when you just need to survive and like get food on the table? Otherwise, you can't eat. When it gets like that, it starts to blur the truth because you start to see things through like a distorted lens of your fucking survival agenda. Is what I've noticed anyway. But yeah, I really want to give a fuck about the truth. I don't know. I feel like I'm ranting at this point. But yeah, fuck knows. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I don't know. The synchronicity never really hit the nail on the head for me. Where like yeah, uh, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like yeah, because I can tend to just be like what I was saying earlier, like secular or like rational. I think it's like almost Alan Watts says it like everyone's either all prickles or they're all goo. Like you've got prickly people and gooey people. And the prickly people want to like pinpoint everything down to like the physical, like smallest quantifiable part of it, like science. They want to be proper rigorous with it. And then so they're like down to earth, so to speak. They're realistic, so to speak. And then the gooey people would be the opposite. It's like they're airy fairy. They're vague, wish washy. all to do with the placebo effect and that. It's like there's two different ways you can approach it. It's like you can be really like pinpoint materialist, reductionist, scientific, or you can kind of be airy fairy and flippant with it. But they're both not inherently wrong. But yeah, you got gooey people and prickly people, I guess. And yeah, I was just saying like, yeah, I can tend to have that prickly kind of mentality of wanting to like, I don't want to be on board with something like I don't want to deceive myself where like, because how would I mean I know that it's possible though because I say some mad shit, but yeah, like yeah, I was gonna say yeah, like if someone's like, oh, look at the clock, it's 11:11, I'll look at the clock on the microwave like next to it and it will be 11:12, and for me I'm like, hmm. But maybe that shows my own disalignment. But I really do care where, like, trust me, the core fucking thing is I need to know whether or not God has got my back. That's what I need to know. That's why I cared about pushing psychedelics so hard, because for me, existentialism is everything for me, and I cannot be left in the dark about these big questions. If synchronicity is valid, that means that this is fucking God consciousness next level. Like, how can it be just bacteria on a rock scientific paradigm if synchronicity occurs? Synchronicity to me is like the most important experience you can have, because if you fucking have that, it makes you clock basically that everything's being dreamt within a single mind, and everything is like secretly interconnected behind the scenes. Because how else can you explain synchronicity in a multi different ways that it can come? Like I said, I get synchronistic insights, but I can have synchronistic experiences where I'm literally teleporting around and shit on high psychedelic trips. But yeah, for me, if I could see 11:11 all the time, that would be very big news to me, because I am like in the game of trying to figure out what is the nature of reality. That's like my top question, and that I've been seeking for a long time. What the fuck is happening? How did I get here? What is going on? And if I can get synchronicity and actually pinpoint that down in a way, if that's even possible, so because that's what I want. That's why I chase these psychedelic enlightenments, because it's like, aha, now, because I can have a mad synchronistic experience, and that for me will prove to me with my own awareness that there is some next level shit going on in this game, and it's not just some material shit. It is like some next level fucking dream of God's mind. If I can get synchronicity to occur, then, or you know what I mean, if I can figure out how to invoke it, or if I can somehow pinpoint it, I really want to witness it, because I have experiences, right? I've had synchronicity, yeah, of mad nature where the whole world literally knows what I'm thinking, and there's no difference between the inside and the outside world, and I'm literally dreaming while I'm awake, right? That's synchronicity, bro. I've had synchronistic experiences, yeah, where something happens and I'm like, that is absolutely impossible, and I'm in shock when my phone can play something by itself right in front of my fucking face, and I haven't even touched it for ages. It's on the other side of the room, shit like that. And when it happens, I'm like, I know why that happened, because of the paradigm that I'm trying to build in my mind. I really want to understand reality. So when I experience and have glimpses of synchronicity, to me, that is the biggest news ever to my fucking inner dialogue and the voices in my fucking head, because they are all seeking, trying to find out what the fuck is going on in this place, and you can find it, and when you get synchronicity, that is the biggest news in the history of the world. And yeah, I've had experiences where I'm like, that is fucking impossible, and that is why I give a fuck so much about the truth, because of like existential fear nearly sometimes. It's like, I need to know what is God's biggest plan in the biggest picture perspective? Where did I come from and where am I going to? And synchronicity to me is a very big linchpin or hinge to figuring out what reality, to understand reality, that is the main field, mate, is understanding reality itself. God understands itself fully, and that is why synchronicity is important to me. Yeah, so I really give a fuck, and I only said that because of you and your mate fucking beefing over whether or not synchronicity is valid, and I know it is, but personally I don't really get it as 11:11. I get it as the whole dream collapses and nothing's real, and like I'm seeing things before they happen in my second brain.